Hello guys, how are you doing? Today is the 14th of February, St. Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day. So please tonight buy your mom something. Maybe not a bunch of flowers, that would be too expensive. Maybe just one flower or a chocolate bar and tell her that you love her. Yeah, please do that. That will make your mom very happy today. Okay, today we're going to look at Unit 6 of Focus. So please take out your book and your notebook. We're going to look at page 72 today. Page 72 today. All right, let's start with section 1. Okay, look at the words in the box. In pairs, take turns to point to a part of your body and ask your partner to say the word. Since you don't have any partners at home, right? Maybe you can do it with your mom or your brothers or sisters, but we'll do it with Thor this time. So let's take a look. All right, so this is Thor from the Avengers. So we look at the first. Please look at your book because I cannot show the book at the same time. All right, so where is the bottom? Bottom should be, let me check. Where is the bottom here? How should the bottom look? All right, so bottom should be this part, right? This is called bottom, or we call it what? We call it butt, right? Or there should be two more words, but I cannot teach you them. Okay, I cannot teach you. So this one, so you can only guess what they are. All right, bottom, butt, or these two words. All right. Okay, next, cheek. Where is? Please look at your book at the same time. All right, cheek. Where is the cheek? There should be this part, right? Cheek. All right, next, chest. This one is easy. All right, this one should be chest. And then elbow. This one should be the elbow, right? And then a finger. This one is easy. These are 4 fingers, right? And then fingernail. We don't have that here. Can we zoom it, make it bigger? No, this is the biggest. Sorry. So this one is the fingernail, right? And then how about forehead? So what is the meaning of fore? F-O-R-E. Remember, fore means forward, just like the word forward. Okay, fore means in front. So forehead. Remember, fore means in front. Okay, and then what do we have? Heel. Do we have heel here? Okay, this is his heel. All right, and then neck. This one's easy. This one should be his neck. And then how about shoulder? He has 2 shoulders. Okay, this one is more fierce, right? Shoulder. And then what else? Stomach. Be careful with the word stomach because it has 2 meanings. The first one is the internal organs in your body here, right? This is the stomach. For example, you can have a stomach ache, right? But it can also mean your belly. Okay, this part, the whole thing, can also be referred to as stomach. All right, and then teeth, we'll skip that one, too easy. Toe, we'll skip that one, too easy. Tongue, where is the tongue? If Thor has a tongue, it would be something like this, right? Coming out of his mouth. Tongue, remember, is G-U-E, T-O-N-G-U-E. This is a G. All right, tongue. And then for the last 2, please pay attention to them. Waist and wrist. Okay, so where is his waist? Waist is this part. This part. Okay, or can we look at the other picture? Waist is like this part. All right, this is his waist. Waist. Okay, so how about wrist? Wrist should be something smaller. Okay, this is his wrist. Okay, so make sure you know the difference between his waist and his wrist. Okay, and then let's look at let's return. Okay, to your book. Should be here. All right, so we'll skip part 2. We'll do part 3 directly. Okay, so on your book you can see there are many celebrities. Okay, and then we'll listen to the recording and then guess which part. Okay, what does it mean? Because some of the body parts are insured. They have bought insurance for their body parts. Okay, so let's take a look. For example, number 1, Ronaldo. What is insured? Okay, this one, Polamalu, Troy Polamalu. And then the next page we have who is this guy? Daniel Craig, James Bond, right? And then Julia Roberts, an actor. But I think you might not know her, but she was very famous in maybe 10, 20 years ago. And then Rihanna, and then Keith Richards. Okay, so we'll listen to the recording, try to write down their body parts.
CD3, track 1.
Whoa, that's crazy.
What are you reading?
I'm reading about famous people and which parts of their body they've insured for loads of money. It says here that Ronaldo's legs are insured for $144 million. Those are expensive legs.
144 million? Well, football's a dangerous game, isn't it? You don't just get cuts and bruises. You could break your leg or sprain your ankle.
I know. I can understand why Ronaldo's decided to insure his legs. But why do you think Rihanna has insured her legs?
Rihanna? The singer?
No, Rihanna the football player. Of course I mean Rihanna the singer. Why hasn't she insured her voice?
Good question. She probably thinks her looks are more important than her voice.
Yes, I suppose so. Who's Keith Richards? Is he the old guy in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Keith Richards? Yeah, and he's a guitarist in a band, the Rolling Stones.
Well, his hands are insured for $1 million. They look terrible. What could happen to your hands?
Lots of things. You could burn your fingers with a cigarette, for instance, or dislocate your thumb.
Ah, right. Hey, did you know that James Bond does all his own stunts?
You mean Daniel Craig? Yes, I think I read that somewhere. What has he insured? His face?
No, his body. He insured it after he broke a rib and cut his hand. Oh, this is funny.
What?
There's an American football player who's insured his hair for $1 million. His hair! Oh, he's got an advertising contract with a shampoo company. His name's Troy Polamalu.
Never heard of him. Is that it?
There's one more. What do you think Julia Roberts has insured?
Her teeth and her lips?
Yes, you're right.
Well, it is a lovely smile.
Like mine.
Okay, that's it. We'll check the answers together.
CD3.
Oh, sorry. We'll check the answers together. So let's look at page 72 first. So what is insured for Ronaldo? It should be his legs, right? And then Troy Polamalu, he had a contract with shampoo company, so his hair is insured. And then, okay, next one, James Bond, Daniel Craig. What is insured? Should be his body, because he broke his rib some time ago. All right, rib. And then Julia Roberts should be teeth. And what else? And lips. Okay, teeth and lips. And then for Rihanna, should be her legs, not her voice, her legs. And then Keith Richards should be his hands, are insured. All right. Next, please check your answers. All right, if you're correct, then put down a tick. If you're wrong, put down a cross and write down the correct answer. And then next, we're going to do this. All right, we're going to read the passage together, underline some words. All right, so please take out a green highlight pen. So first one, how much are they worth? So my question is, what is the part of speech of worth? Is it a noun or an adjective or a verb? So many people think that this is a verb, but it is not. Okay, it is not a verb. Be careful. It can be a noun, it can be an adjective. Okay, so we'll look at the dictionary together. So worth. All right, it can be an adjective. For example, our house is worth £200,000, the first example. Or it can be a noun. Okay, for example, the estimated worth of the plastics and petrochemical industry is about $640 billion. All right, but it is not a verb. Okay, remember, it can be an adjective, a noun, but not a verb. Please bear this in mind. And then the next one, celebrities. Celebrities. So what is the meaning of celebrity? Let's take a look. Famous people, right? Celebrity. Someone who is famous, especially in the entertainment business. Celebrity, right? All right, the next one. Okay, let's see. Big celebrities earn big money for their talent and looks. So talent, please write down the numbers. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and then write them down in your notebook and copy them 3 times. All right. So number 3, talent. What is the part of speech of talent? It should be a noun, right? For example, her talent for music showed at an early age. But remember, it can also be an adjective, talented. You can say someone is talented. For example, talented football player, talented pianist. All right, can be an adjective as well. So please write it down here. Talent is a noun, but it can also be, if we add ed to it, it can be an adjective. You can say someone is very talented. Right. So let's continue. But what would happen if they couldn't work or if their appearance changed? Football clubs, record companies, film studios, and advertisers would lose a lot of money. So celebrities often insure parts of their body. So if you insure something, you buy insurance for something, right? Insure, that is the verb for insurance. So what is that in Chinese? Insurance, you must know this one, right? Insure. You buy insurance for something, right? And then next, let's go to the second paragraph. Wrist football injuries are common and can end a career. Most common injuries are sprained ankle, thigh, knee, and calf injuries, broken bones, and head injuries. Okay, so we'll talk about these body parts later in Word Store 6a. All right. And then next one, let's look at the next page. Okay. Daniel Craig, acting. Here, let's look at the subheading TV and film stars. Acting is not dangerous like football, except when the actor insists on doing their own stunts. So what is insist on? What number should it be? Wait. It should be number 5, right? Insist on doing something. So let's look at its definition. Insist. It means you keep doing something, right? To state or demand forcefully, especially despite opposition. For example, she insisted on seeing her lawyer. Okay? So insist on, to state or demand forcefully that you want something, right? So let's look at the book again. So the actor insists on doing their own stunts. So what is a stunt? You know, stuntman. We have stuntman. They do stunts. For example, in action movies. For example, Jackie Chan. Do you know Jackie Chan? Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Okay, stunt. What is a stunt? Let's look at this. An exciting action, usually in a film. Okay, so Jackie Chan is very famous for his stunts in movies. All right. And then we had Jet Li also, but you might not know him. Okay, let's look at the next one, singers and musicians. So imagine a singer who loses her voice or attractive image, or a guitarist who can't use his hands. The career would be over. All right. Okay, then please write these words down in your notebook and copy them 3 times. All right. And then let's move on to Word Store 6a. We will skip this part. We'll skip this part. And then we'll look at Word Store 6a. All right. Word Store 6a. Let's do this. 6A. Let me take a look. Sorry. Okay, 6A. So now please pause the video and then complete this part with store 6A in your book. And then when you come back, press play and then we'll check the answers together. All right. So now please pause the video and do the questions by yourself. And then we come back, we'll check the answers. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we're back. So let's look at the answers together. Okay, so number 1, what should this be? Can we make it larger? Okay, so this one should be, how do we call this? We call this eyebrow, an eyebrow, right? So plural form because there are 2 here. So eyebrows, eyebrows. It is one word. Okay, eyebrows, one word. And the second one, I think it's easy. This one is, it should be his lip, right? His lip. But normally we say 2 lips. Okay, so I'll add an S to that, lips. And number 3, what is that? This part, this one is harder. We call it jaw. Do you know the movie series Jaw? Do we have that? The series talks about a shark, right? Is it a shark? Yeah, I think it's a shark. Jaw. And then, okay, we have chest, we have waist, finger, and then fingernail. And then how about 4? Please put a star here. So what should this one be? It is this muzzle or this body part here. Okay. I want to show it more clearly. So let's look at Thor again. Calf should be this part. Okay. Calf at the back. Okay, calf. Okay, so let's go back. This one, C-A-L-F, calf. All right. So what is the plural form for this? Should be calves. We change F to V-E-S. All right, just like halves. And then we have heel and toe. And then let's continue. Forehead, we talked about this already. Cheek, neck, shoulder, and then elbow, stomach. And then 5, what is that? Okay, this one. We call it the thumb. Okay, thumb. And then we have wrist. This one is his wrist. And then bottom. And then 6, what is 6? Oh, this one is it should be the one, this part, right? We call it thigh. And then 7, how do we call this? This is not the ankle. Remember, this is not the ankle. We call it knee. All right, not ankle. So where is his ankle? This one is his ankle. Okay, this one is his ankle. So in basketball, we have ankle breakers, right? Because if you're dribbling so good, people fall down, then we call that guy the ankle breaker. All right. Okay, so make sure you know these body parts. Okay, and then let's return to 6B. We'll do 6B. Sorry. Okay, word families, injuries. Okay, again, please now pause the video and complete this part, question 1 to question 7. Okay, pause the video now, do the questions, and when we come back, we'll check the answers together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we're back. So number 2, bruise. What is a bruise? Please highlight the word bruise. What is a bruised elbow? Yeah. So we look at the definition together. Bruise is something like this. Okay, an injury mark where the skin has not been broken, but it's darker in color. So normally you can see that part of the skin is darkened. Okay, we call that a bruise. All right. Okay, let's return to 6B. So so how to spell that? That is the same. Okay, bruise should be the same. Same as the verb, bruise. And then 3, a burn. So verb should be burn as well. Okay, so a adjective then, a burnt finger, a burnt finger. And then 4, cut should be the same, right? Noun and the verb, same. And then dislocation. What is dislocation? This one. Dislocate. Guess. A dislocated shoulder. What does it mean? In Chinese, we call that 甩骹, right? So, have you had a dislocated shoulder? I've never had that, but I can imagine the pain. All right. So, dislocate, it's the verb, just like location and locate. Okay. So, for dislocation, the verb is dislocate. All right. Okay. And then 6, scratch. Scratches on your legs. So, what is the noun for that? Should be scratch, right? The same spelling. And then sprain, we have explained this before, right? Sprain is sprained ankle. So what is the verb for this? It should be sprain as well. Same one. Okay, they're the same thing. All right. And then we'll look at word store. Let's take a look. Sorry, we'll go back to page 73 first. Page 73. Okay. Should be here, right? So question 9, please do it now. Read the questions and cross out the injury that is impossible or very unlikely. So which one is possible? For example, the first one, you can break your leg, you can break your toe, but you cannot break your chest. That is highly unlikely, right? So can you do question 2 to 6 now? So pause the video. Now, 3, 2, 1, pause it. Okay, so we'll continue. So number 2, which one is impossible? So burnt your tongue. Can you burn your tongue? Maybe, if the food is too hot, right? You can burn your fingers, but can you burn your ribs? Cannot imagine that, so please cross out ribs. All right. And then 3, cut your teeth. Is it possible? No, your teeth are hard, but you can cut your lip and heel. 4, dislocated your shoulder is possible. Dislocated your eyebrow, how? Cannot imagine how. Okay, but thumb is also possible. 5, scratched your knees, neck or hair. So scratched your knees is okay. Scratch your neck is okay, but hair, how can it be scratched? No, impossible. And then 6, sprained your lips, ankle, wrist. Which one is impossible? You cannot sprain your lips. Maybe you're very talkative, but you still cannot sprain your lips, right? That is highly unlikely, right? Okay, we'll move on to word store 6C. So we'll listen to 6 conversations to try to choose the correct option, right? Okay, wait.
CD 3. Track 4. 1.
I've got tickets to see One Direction.
Again? You're obsessed.
I know. I'm going to tattoo their name on my arm.
What? Are you crazy?
Don't worry. I'm pulling your leg.
Oh, very funny.
2.
Did you hear that Mark and Naomi broke up?
Yeah. I think she broke his heart.
No, she didn't. He's fine. I saw him with Amy yesterday, and they looked very happy.
Oh.
3.
Why does Pete wear sunglasses all the time, even when it isn't sunny?
He thinks it looks cool. The other day, he walked into a door and hurt his nose. It was so funny. I laughed my head off.
Oh dear, that's really mean.
4.
Oh dear, this homework's really hard. Can you give me a hand?
Sorry, I'm late. Ask Mum to help you.
Oh, thanks.
5.
So what did you get for your birthday?
Well, you know that leather jacket I tried on downtown?
The red one?
Yes. Well, my parents bought it for my birthday. When I looked in the bag, I couldn't believe my eyes. It's the best present I've ever had.
You lucky thing.
6.
I really want to go and see that film. Oh, what's it called?
I don't know. Who's in it?
Oh, you know, what's her name? Oh dear, it's on the tip of my tongue. It begins with K.
Kristen Stewart?
No. Keira Knightley. Her new film.
Okay, that's it. So we'll look at the answers together. So number 2, we'll look at the meanings later. Okay, so we'll just pick the correct option now. So number 2, she broke his what? His heart. So guess what it means. Number 3, I laughed my hat off. And then 4, can you give me a hand? Should be give me a hand. Number 5, I couldn't believe my eyes. And 6 is on top of my tongue. Sorry, it's on the tip, not top. It's on the tip of my tongue. So what does it mean? Guess. Okay. So now let's look at word store 6C together. Word store 6C. So can you guess what their meanings are and then fill in the blanks? Okay, the idioms. The first one, I laughed very loudly. I laughed my head off. How about the others? Okay, can you do it now? Now please pause the video and then fill in the idioms. And then we'll check the answers. All right. Okay, well, let's check the answers together. Number 2, I know it but can't remember it now. So what should that be? That should be, you know something but you cannot say it out, right? So what is it? It should be, it's the last one, right? It's on the top, sorry, on the tip. Why do I always say top? It's on the tip of my tongue. Okay, it's on the tip of my tongue. Right. And then number 3, can you help me? So can you give me what? Can you give me your heart? No, can you give me a hand? Give me a hand means to help somebody. Can you give me a hand? Number 4, I'm joking. So I'm what? I'm pulling what? Your leg. I'm pulling your leg. All right. It means I'm just joking. And number 5, she really upset him. So she broke his heart. She broke his heart. Right. And then 6, I was extremely surprised. So I couldn't believe my eyes. Okay, so you don't believe what you see, or you don't believe what you hear. Okay, I couldn't believe my eyes. Okay, so that's it. Make sure you know the meanings of these words and idioms. Okay, so when school resumes, then we'll have other tests. Okay, so make sure you know the meanings of these idioms and the words, and please do your revision at home. And I'll see you in the next video. Hope you're well. Remember, when you go out, wear a mask to protect yourself and to protect the others. Okay, so happy Valentine's Day again. See you in the next video. Bye bye.